Welcome back, everybody.
Or if you guys are new here, my name is Michelle.
And I'm Jose.
And this is our food and travel channel.
So we're currently in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
And we decided that we wanted to have a local place here for lunch. So where did we go to?
So we are checking out a place called Fort Ruger Market.
Mm-hmm.
And they are known for their Hawaiian food, but they're also known for Filipino food.
Mm-hmm. So what we decided to do was, I got Filipino food, Michelle got Hawaiian food. So we're going to be able to give you both of those combinations. So what did you end up going with?
So I ended up going with something that I'd seen so many times on social media. I got their beef stew.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's a beef stew bowl, and it comes with 2 scoops of rice. And then, I mean, if I was saying Hawaiian food, it wouldn't be complete without a musubi.
Yeah, you have to. You have to get a musubi, 100%. So what I ended up going with was the pork guisantes and shoyu chicken. Comes with 2 scoops of rice and also mac salad. Now, I actually, for the first time, tried guisantes in our video with Elena's. So if you want to check that out, link will be in the description. It's the first time I ever had it. So I'm very excited to try it again to kind of see maybe if there's some differences or how they do it here.
Yes, because the nice thing is you can have the same food at various different places, and because each place puts their own spin on their own recipe, it's nice to see how they taste from one place to another.
Yeah, definitely. So we're both hungry. Let's just go ahead and dive on in. So Michelle's going to give me the first bite. Pork guisantes. This looks very tender. So let's see what we got here.
So the pork guisantes, for those of you guys who don't know, it is obviously made out of pork as the protein, and it's usually cooked in like a tomato sauce base. And from what I can tell, in this pork guisantes, that there is some bell pepper.
Yeah, bell pepper. Looks like a little bit of a mushroom, maybe. Oh no, this is a green bell pepper, red bell pepper. Yeah, but what I can tell you, it is super tender. And actually, yes, it does have a little bit of a flair. The tomato flavoring is not as pronounced as it was when I had Elena's. This one is a little more subtle, but I can't quite tell what else is in there. Maybe a little bit of garlic. There's something else in there that's giving it that real big punch. But it is amazing.
Looks like it comes with not only like the lean protein, but also fatty protein. fatty pieces plus just the lean pork. Yeah, wow. It's very tender. You can tell that they just slow cook this. This is very, very good. Looks good. Okay, so I am actually going to give mine a try, and I'm only going to try the beef. So mine is the beef stew, and it comes with carrots, onions, potatoes, and celery. So I have never really had a Hawaiian beef stew before, but like I said, I've seen a lot of pictures and videos, so I'm interested to see what it tastes like. And I can say when I tried to pull my first bite out, that the beef is very tender because it was already falling apart. So here we go.
You didn't even chew. I didn't even see you chew. You just kind of like whooshed around and it was all gone.
Yeah, that's pretty much how tender this is.
Yeah, it's so tender.
So the flavoring of this stew, it's like it reminds me of like a home cooked comfort food.
Okay.
It almost reminds me of like kind of like a pot roast.
Ooh, okay.
But like juicier with more sauce.
Okay. Yeah, a little more saucy.
The sauce is a little bit thicker, which is nice because I'm gonna pair this obviously with the rice because I'm a rice chaser.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
It looks delicious, and like I said, it's super tender because when I'm digging through with the spoon, the meat is just literally already falling apart.
Oh yeah. So I think one of the running themes here, and just in Hawaii in general, is that a lot of the proteins that we've been tasting or having, they're just super, super tender, which we definitely love. So now, Gonna grab a bite with added rice. That had a nice chunk of fat and meat. And the rice calms down the flavor just a little bit, but not too much. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
I think the rice pairs well. Rice pairs well with just about everything.
Oh yeah.
But it really pairs well with things that have some type of like sauce.
Yes,
to
definitely.
it, even more. Let's get one of the potatoes. And
I feel like the
carrots.
rice helps to kind of balance everything, kind of settle it down a little bit. Yeah, it's really good.
So I got a spoon of the potato and the carrots. So they're cooked extremely well because the potato is nice and soft and the carrots are nice and soft. And then you pair it with that tender beef in that sauce and you got yourself a perfect meal.
Yeah, I'm on my third bite, so that should tell you. While she's talking, I'm just eating. That should tell you how much I like this. It's very good.
Well, I think you should try your shoyu chicken so I can keep eating.
Yeah, so next will be the shoyu chicken. Okay, so next is going to be the shoyu chicken. For those of you that are not familiar what shoyu is, it's soy sauce. So, it looks very juicy.
I'm just going to eat while he's talking about the shoyu.
Again, I think one of the running themes here in Hawaii is just how tender all of their proteins are. So the piece of chicken that I ended up getting is chicken thigh. The flavoring is very good. One thing that I love when it comes to chicken, it's one of my standards, is does the flavoring go through and through? And with this, it definitely does. You can tell that the shoyu has actually penetrated the meat and has given that meat, flavor. I'm gonna eat this piece. Yeah, gotta. But I want to try the skin and see what that flavoring profile sounds like, tastes like. See, I'm already getting hypnotized by the food.
He's a chicken connoisseur, so this is apparently meeting his level of standard.
Yeah. Very pronounced flavoring in the chicken skin. And then also on top of that, if you want even more flavor, you can dip it into the actual shoyu juice that's at the bottom, which is obviously chicken juice and shoyu. Perfect. Very good.
It looks good. I think we should switch.
I'm totally fine with that. That beef stew looks really good.
I'm actually going to cleanse my palate with a little bit of pog. And for those of you guys who don't know what pog is, it's passion fruit, orange juice, and guava juice. And I've got it in my Buc-ee's cup, representing from Texas.
Yeah, the drinks around here, they're just so tropical. They're so good.
Pog juice is really good. If you haven't tried it, you definitely need to give it a try.
Oh, I agree with you. That kind of that pot roasty smell as well. Okay. All right. Whenever you are ready.
I'm gonna get my first bite.
Actually, I'm not gonna wait.
I know you weren't.
Wow.
Super tender. Fall apart in your mouth.
I literally just pressed the meat to the top of the roof of my mouth and it just kind of like, oh, wow.
All right, here, I'm going to go ahead and try the Porky Santos.
Yeah.
That's very good. I got a lean piece of the pork, and it's still tender, just like you said. It's nice and juicy.
Yeah.
Like, you can taste sometimes when the pork is dry as you're chewing it. You can taste that dryness in your mouth, but this is nice and juicy. And that sauce, hold on, I didn't really taste just the sauce.
Yeah, see if you can find out what that other flavoring that I'm getting is. I just can't quite pin it.
I can't quite pin it either, but I will say that there's like a slight sweetness
Okay.
in this sauce. Like, it's usually tomato sauce, and usually I've seen Porky Santos with peas There's no peas in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Really, your only vegetable in this is your bell peppers, which is totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, there is like some sweetness in this sauce.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is, but that subtle sweetness to it makes it a really delicious dish because you're getting savory and sweet both at the same time in one dish.
Yeah, definitely. With the beef stew, oh man, and this is probably not the right word to use for this, but sabao. I'm running out of the words, but it's like the broth, right? Like the sabao. It just coats the entire meal very well, but also the rice, and it kind of just sticks to the rice. So as you're getting that bite of the rice, you're getting that flavor, which is off the charts. It's very good.
He's learning Filipino, guys. He's learning Tagalog.
Trying to throw it in there whenever I can.
Okay, so now I'm going to try the shoyu chicken. And again, it's very tender because just trying to cut off a piece to take a bite. And I'm actually going to go ahead and reintroduce it to the sauce, or as Jose calls it, the sabao.
Oh man, this is good. Okay, I need to stop. I don't want to eat all of Michelle's meal. Like I did when I tasted her tacos at the video taco place.
And so I have to say too that this chicken is tender, and the sauce of the shoyu, it also has like a hint of sweetness to it all. So I feel like either or both that you go with, you're gonna get your savoriness, but you're also gonna get a subtle sweetness in both dishes. Yeah,
and by subtle, it's very subtle. It's not overpowering at all. For those of you that just really, really like savory with no sweet, I think you can totally eat this without having any issues with it at all.
Completely.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, come on. We can't leave the poor mac salad.
Hey.
By
How dare
itself.
you eat my mac salad? Ooh, there's some carrots in here. I see green. Maybe celery? Kind of looks like.
Let me see.
Yeah, that
It
green
looks
piece
like
right around there somewhere.
Looks like celery.
Yeah.
And I think there's something else in here. Let me taste
totally
it.
Fine. I am a fan of celery.
Potato.
Okay.
I get taste of pepper.
A little bit of pepper, yeah.
Celery.
It is. It's a little bit more of a thicker meal on this one. I feel like it's just missing a little bit of like more of a flavor. It's flavorful, but just not enough, I don't think. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like it's your typical mac salad.
Yeah.
But it's a potato mac salad. And then it has the celery and the shredded carrots in it. So there is flavor to it. But I feel like if you're looking for something else, maybe just like a hint of salt.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you've got two starches in there. You've got the macaroni elbows, and then you also have potatoes.
Yeah.
So you might feel like it's a little too much starch, but maybe just a dash of salt, and I think it should be good to go.
Yeah, that might be what it was to kind of settle it out. But yeah, I mean, winner. You have something left to taste. I want to switch bowls back because I want some more of that pork guisantes. So while you eat your musubis, I'll be eating my food.
So because I decided to try out their Hawaiian side at Fort Ruger Market, I definitely had to pick up a nice, warm, steaming hot musubi. And for those of you guys not familiar with what a musubi is, it's basically a protein which is usually commonly known as Spam. There are other kinds of musubis that are out there, but more commonly it's the Spam musubi that is probably the most popular. And it's over a bed of rice, and it has some nori, which is seaweed, wrapped around it. So let's go ahead and give this a bite. And obviously looking at this musubi, I can already see that it is sprinkled with furikake. And for those of you guys not familiar with what furikake is, it's basically bits and pieces of seaweed and some other seasoning with sesame seeds. And it just adds another level of flavor to the rice instead of just having your basic white rice. And so this thing is completely wrapped pretty tight in this saran wrap. All right, here we go. I will say it's a nice cut of Spam, and I will say it's a good ratio of rice, because sometimes we've seen musubis where the ratio of Spam to rice is not 100% even. It's a little bit more rice than it is Spam. So let's try this. Good cooked Spam. The seaweed is nice and soft. It's not hard to bite into. The furikake does definitely add more flavor to the rice. So the rice just isn't just basic on its own. Though there's nothing wrong with the rice being basic on its own, because sometimes it can help reduce the saltiness in the Spam.
You're correct.
But overall, I think the flavors go well with this musubi. I feel a Kanek attack.
Yeah, yeah. So 2 amazing things happened this video. Number 1, I tried pork guisantes for the 2nd time. Loved it. Number 2, I didn't get my shirt dirty. So that's a winner. That's a winner.
Yes.
But apart from that, I think the food was amazing.
I think overall, Fort Ruger Market, whether you choose to have a taste of Filipino food or whether you choose to have a taste of Hawaiian food, either way, I don't think you can go wrong. And then the nice thing too about Fort Ruger is you can literally even choose poke, because they have fresh poke there. We didn't get the poke because it's not a bit of a drive. I will say we're literally in the heart of Waikiki, as you guys can see behind us, the ocean. And I would say that Fort Ruger Market was about a 10-minute drive, no traffic. But usually when we like to eat poke, we try to eat the poke right there on the spot, because sometimes the poke can get a little warm, like room temperature, and we really prefer our poke a little bit on the chiller side. So we didn't choose to go and get poke this time, but they do have a lot of variety of poke. You can get combination poke. You can also get poke bowls, and they sell it by the pound, by the half pound, etc. So that's another thing that you can actually explore at Fort Ruger Market.
And when it comes to the choices, they had pretty much every type of Hawaiian style food and several different things of Filipino food. I mean, I remember they had adobo. Obviously, they had the pork guisantes. They had the shoyu chicken.
They had dinuguan.
They had
mungo.
Yeah.
They had pork adobo.
Yeah. So they had an assortment of different things that you can try. So I think it's pretty cool, because it's kind of like an almost one-stop shop. You can get several different things from there and the combinations of them. So that's really good. So from my plate, absolutely loved, obviously, the pork guisantes. The shoyu chicken was very tender and very flavorful, and then the mac salad was great. So my plate, I would 1,000% get again. So yeah, for sure.
The Kanek attack is strong.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who don't know what a Kanek attack is, it's basically when you've eaten such delicious food that you want to take a nap.
Yeah.
It'll put you to sleep.
Yeah, basically.
So my food, again, the Hawaiian style, I've never had the Hawaiian beef stew, but it's such a hearty meal that, you feel 150% satisfied from it. And it's great portions. I think overall Fort Ruger, they give you great portions in addition to the standard 2 scoops of rice. And then the musubi with the added furikake in the rice is just as delicious too. And I feel like for the rice, it wasn't necessarily sushi rice. I feel like it was just steamed rice or white rice, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's still held together pretty well, but overall there's so many, just like Jose said, there's so many options. They had lau lau, they had Kahlua pork, they had luau squid, they had chicken long rice. So there's such a plethora of different things that you can pick from either spectrum.
Yeah, so we thoroughly enjoyed fruit roll up.
Fort Ruger
Market fruit roll up. Jesus. Fort Ruger Market. I think it's great if you have the chance to go, and since it is close to Waikiki, for those of you that don't have an actual car to get around,
I think it's a quick Uber.
Yeah, I think it's a quick Uber, and even if you decide to just walk that way, it's not a bad distance. So yeah, if you enjoyed the content in the video, please do us a favor and go down there and hit that big old red subscribe button. Helps to build our community here on YouTube, as well as hit the notification bell. Just drops you a nice little notification letting you know we drop new content.
And then guys, come on, while you're already down there, let's go. Let's hit that like button. It's free. And then comment down below. Do you have a preference between Filipino food or Hawaiian food? Or are you a fan of both?
Yes.
And then don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, Michelle Jose Food and Travel.
Yep. And as always, any of the places that we show off in the videos, there's always going to be links in the description below. So if you're interested, go check out the description for the links.
Yep. Until the next time, guys, we are going to do that connect attack with this beautiful scenery behind us.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.